The reality of love jihad. CNN News 18's special investigation from the ground in Kerala after the NIA finds organizations like the Satya Sarani and the PFI being involved. Next 60 minutes, but first, the news breaking right here on CNN News 18 and an exclusive ground report. For months now, the centre and the state government in Kerala are deeply divided on the issue of systematic conversion and alleged marriage for love jihad. Many places and organizations like the Satya Sarani and the PFI have been named by the NIA, and CNN News 18's Neetu Regukumar, my colleague in Thiruvananthapuram, travelled to all these areas which have been named to find out what is the reality and to discover how they've become the epicenter of left and right politics. We're starting off with that report coming in from Satya Sarani first. Take a look.
We are at the Satya Sarani Educational and Charitable Trust at Manjeri in Malappuram. There have been several allegations of forceful religious conversion against this organization. NIA dossier states that this works as a religious conversion center and students who come in undergo 2 months rigorous religious training, and unless their conversion to Islam is over, they are not allowed interaction with the outside world. But authorities here refute all these claims. They state that their students can interact with their family and friends every day over phone, and weekly the family can visit them on Sundays. They also state that students are admitted here only if they bring in a valid notary attested affidavit stating that they have converted to Islam and want to learn more about the religion, and only after collecting a valid identity card. At this institute here, we couldn't interact with the students because authorities here claim that this is against their policy. They can only allow family and friends to interact with the students, and students also don't want to interact with the media as it is a breach of their privacy. We could interact with a former student here who stated that he came here out of his own free will and he could call back his family, interact with his family. There was no force on him to stay here at this institute.
Now, we also spoke to the people affected. One of them was Fatima, a woman who had converted to Islam recently and claims that she chose this path and was not forced to convert. Let's listen into her first.
അതായത് അവരെ വിളിച്ചപ്പോഴൊക്കെ എന്നോട് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളത് എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എൻ്റെ ഈ വിശ്വാസം ഒഴിവാക്കിയിട്ട് ചെല്ലാനാണ്. ഞാൻ ഈ ഒരു വിശ്വാസത്തിന് വേണ്ടി മാത്രമാണ് പോന്നിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഈ വിശ്വാസത്തിന് വേണ്ടി മാത്രം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എനിക്ക് അവിടെ നിൽക്കാൻ പറ്റാത്തൊരു സാഹചര്യം. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ, ഈ 5 മാസം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ.
Next, we also spoke to Fatima's mother. Listen in to her side of the story.
ഒരു വിഷമമില്ല, ഓളെ മനസ്സൊക്കെ ആകെ ഇവർ മാറ്റിക്കളഞ്ഞെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത്. ഒരു സ്നേഹം മക്കളെ കണ്ടാലും കാണുന്ന സമയത്ത് അങ്ങനത്തെ കുട്ടികളെ കാണുമ്പോൾ ഒരു വിഷമം ഉണ്ടാവില്ലേ, അവൾക്ക് അതേ ഒന്നുമില്ല. 2 കുട്ടികളെ ഇട്ട് പോകുന്ന അവളോട് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കണ്ടേ ഇത് ചെയ്തത് തെറ്റാണ്. അതുപോലെ ഖുറാനിൽ അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടോ 2 മക്കളെ ഇട്ടിച്ച് പോവാന്നാണ്, അതന്നെ പെൺകുട്ടികൾ. ഇത് ഇങ്ങനെ ഈ അവസ്ഥ ഒരാൾക്കും വരരുത്, അതിനുള്ള എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു ചെയ്യണം.
Alright, so that is the mother's take. We also spoke to Muslim activists who allegedly aided in these conversions. They are vehemently denying the allegations now being levelled by the NIA.
ഇത് പിന്നെ അലിഗേഷൻ എന്നല്ലാതെ ഇതിന് ഒരു എവിഡൻസും ആർക്കും ഇതുവരെ ഹാജരാക്കാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. ടോട്ടലി ബേസ്ലെസ് ആണ്, ആർക്കും ഹാജരാക്കാൻ കഴിയുകയും ഇല്ല. ഈവൻ ഇപ്പം 2 അന്വേഷണ ഏജൻസികളായിട്ട് 3 സ്റ്റേജസ് ഓഫ് ഇൻവെസ്റ്റിഗേഷൻ നടന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇതിലൊന്നും അങ്ങനെ ഒരു സംഗതി കണ്ടെത്തിയിട്ടില്ലല്ലോ. പിന്നെ ചില മീഡിയകളിൽ ഇതൊരു പ്രൊപ്പഗാൻഡയായിട്ട് ഏറ്റെടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നു. അതിൻ്റെ ഭാഗത്തുള്ള അലിഗേഷൻ മാത്രമാണിത്. ഇതിങ്ങനെയാണ് ഒരു വ്യക്തി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ച് വ്യക്തികൾ പോയിട്ട് കോളേജിൽ പോവുക, അത് ഒരു കോമൺ സെൻസ് ചിന്തിച്ചാൽ തന്നെ മനസ്സിലാവുന്ന ഒരു സംഗതിയല്ല. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇമ്പോസിബിൾ.
The other organization which is now facing the heat and is under the NIA scanner is the PFI. We also spoke to a national executive member there, a professor, who essentially is saying this is a deliberate vilification campaign.
It is a part of the demonization and vilification campaign launched by some interested people. And we are not involved in any kind of forced conversions. And this kind of allegation, we are asking the people to produce the proof before us that we are involved in any kind of forced conversions.
All right, let me go across to my colleague Neetu Raghukumar, who in fact has brought us this story, digging a little deeper. Neetu, beyond what we just heard, just give us a sense of your experience as you traveled around these areas.
Anode, we have travelled extensively to Malappuram district where this Satyasarni Institute is in Manjeri, and also in the neighbouring districts of Kozhikode to find out what exactly these people are saying. Now, we heard all sides of the story, the version from the Satyasarni, from the PFI, and even a mother and a daughter. Now, this is the problem. When we speak to the families of those converted, this is what they say, that their children, their wards have been brainwashed somehow, and their study in Satyasarni has aided to it, and after that they just turned their back on their families. They just walk out on from their families. Now, this Shamala's daughter is a 37-year-old higher secondary teacher in the northern part of Kerala, and she had two young children, 13 and 11-year-old, when she left the home. So this is the impact on the family. So imagine the condition of a family whose daughter or whose mother just walk out like that. Now, Fatima on her part says that she found her true calling and she converted to Islam because of that. She could no longer live in a house or in a faith where she did not believe, and she said that she was tortured. That's why she was forced to leave, and nobody brainwashed her. Now, this is what we are seeing, the allegations or the counter allegations. Now, when you come to Satyasarni or the PFI for that matter, we travel to this institute at Manjeri in Malappuram. See, our entry was restricted only till the office. We could interact with the staff there. We could see the records of the students there, but that's it. We couldn't go further and interact with the students who are presently studying there and to see what is the kind of education that is imparted to them. Now, PFI in their dossier mentions that they really do not allow any kind of interaction to the outside world till the conversions are over. Now, Satyasarni authorities deny this, and even when we went there, when we spoke to a former student, what he was saying is that they could actually call back their families every day. Evening time was given for that, and whoever's family was okay with them studying Islam or converted to an Islam could actually come every Sunday and visit them. Now, PFI on their part is denying all these allegations. They say that this whole NIA investigation or this NIA dossier, whatever the claims are, that is politically motivated and politically influenced. They also say that when we spoke to Professor Koya, what he was saying is that this so-called love jihad and all these campaigns are basically by the right-wing groups trying to create a difference in the society between two communities and to make political gains out of it.
Okay, Neetu Raghukumar, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thanks very much for getting us up to date with all those developments, as well as a reality check with your ground report as well. It's a story we will continue to track, especially because it's having political resonations as well.